Shalom, shalom. As always, I want to start off, of course, giving all honor, glory, and infinite praise and worship to our Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, HaHakodash. Yahweh be the name of the Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh Shai, Ba'in, Ha, the Shem, name, in the name of Yahweh Shai, who the world only calls Jesus Christ. Double honors to our apostles and our elders of great millstone, who rule well and teach well in sound doctrine. Strong shalom to the hopeful elect and the rest of the large multitude, men, women, and children, that the Lord will have mercy on these last days, in these perilous times. Perilous meaning dangerous. Okay. Now, obviously, it's a lot going on, in the world right now, obviously. And, it's a lot going on. And while at the same time we have prophecies being fulfilled, we have these different things emerging themselves by the power and hand of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We have simpletons in Israel who still are going to continue to, be like a woman. Women acquire attention, okay? Especially in this society, in this Western hemisphere, the women is at the forefront of everything. It's a queendom that we dwell in, and we recognize that when you look at the shopping malls and you look at plazas, okay, you look at the television, okay, these different shows, okay, all these things are designed to please the woman, okay. But Jake, the male figures or the men in our nation, even since the beginning of time, okay, have fell victim, okay, to the woman's, what's the word? Whatever word you want to put there. They fell victim to the woman's shenanigans, okay? So now we love women, okay? Our nation, we have had multiple wives through all our generations, okay? And that's actually a blessing from the Lord, okay? From having multiple wives to concubines, but being in this flesh is weak. So our males, the male figures in our nation have become beta men, okay? And this is beta male.
Beta male.
It says a subordinate male animal in a particular group, but it says the second point, it says a man tending to assume a passive or subservient role in social or professional situations. So what you're going to learn is that the men in our nation have this mindset. They've become a beta male because they disattach from the laws. They disattach from the ways of the Father, the law, statutes, and commandments. The law, statutes, and commandments upheld us to a certain vibration, and by detaching from that, it allowed the mind to be consumed by the flesh or the shell that we dwell in. So you get this word passive. Let's see what they get for that. Passive. It says accepting or allowing what happens or what others do without active response or resistance. You see? So the men in our nation, they don't. So what does that mean? Okay, if you put it all into the grand scheme of things, the Lord called us judges, okay? He has set us up to be judges. So if I accept or allow what happens or what others do without excessive response or resistance, how is that a judge? See, our men have become weak, okay? Because the man in rulership is weak, okay? So the vibration, we can only stay under these vibrations for so long, man. As the scriptures say in Matthew 24, if the Lord does not speed up the time, there will no flesh be saved, man. Okay, this man would kill us all and himself, because this vibration is not heavenly. It's not godly. Okay, as what the scriptures is going to bring out. It's not of the Father or the Son, because the Father and the Son are austere men. And we're going to get there, Lord willing. It says accepting or allowing what happens or what others do without active response or resistance. You know, the whole point of us falling, okay, and being in this low state and being in this prison, being in these bodies, these meat suits, was for us to learn how to be proper judges. See, we are in the same stead as Yahweh Shai. What did Yahweh Shai do to the Lord? When he came on the scene in Hebrews 2, he what? He said it behooved him to be made like his brethren. So, and then you go down a little bit more. It says so he now he's a faithful and merciful high priest. Okay, so he came in our like manner to conquer the state we were in. And the elect in this form, this is the same thing happening to the house of Israel. You see, we had to be low as the nations to be able to properly judge the nations. So in that context, though, in that whole grand scheme of things, our males became weak. So now they became passive. Okay, not properly judging the matter. Okay, that's passive. Let's go. Let's see what subservient means. It says prepare to obey others unquestioningly. So now the males in our nation, they bow down to any and everything, man, with no consequence. With no thought for their action, man. They're willing to sell their souls and get buck raped just to make $1, man. And then brag about it to Jake and try to floss about it and brag about it in front of their brothers who they just did some ill shit to get that little glory or little fame that they got. So now our men became so low that they want fame and they seek attention. Like I said earlier in this video, that's a woman's trait. A women in this society, they seek attention. Okay? And that's a beta male, man. One that doesn't raise his family. One that doesn't tend to the church. One that don't follow Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the law, statutes, commandments, and follow our Lord and Savior, man. Now he's become a beta male, because a beta male can't uphold to the ways of the Lord, man. It's impossible, because the ways of the Lord, if you uphold to the ways of the Lord, you become alpha male, a leader. Okay, dominate, and we're gonna get that, Lord willing. It says prepare to obey others unquestionably, man.
Subservient.
Right? Without question, man. You see, and that's what our men in our nation have become. It tell you that in Isaiah chapter 5, verse 13, and going on down. It said it said hell has enlarged itself. Right? It says our leaders' language and our multitude dried up with thirst. Meaning who's the leaders of the nation of Israel? It's the men, and it's a specific group of men, and they lead our nation. Okay, but as we're going to get through the Spirit, Lord willing, the male figures in our nation, the leaders have failed, and they started to do the Queen of Worship, Queen of Heaven worship, man. All right, the Semiramis worship. All right, the Ishtar worship, the same shit that happens today, man. We have no true leaders, so now the men of our nation have become beta males. It says, again, a beta male.
Beta male.
A man tending to assume a passive, subservient role in social or professional situations, meaning in all things in his life, whether it was social or whether it was professional, he bows to it. Okay, he doesn't ask questions. Okay. Therefore, he don't let his light shine. Okay, he's a woman, man. Okay, and this is the mindset of our people. When you go to First Esdras, man. All right, when you go to the book of Ezra is an apocrypha. When you go to First Esdras chapter 4 and 26, let me get this real quick. It says, yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and became servants for their sakes. Many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women. And this is the mindset of Jake. So now they say the black woman is God. You see? Bug the hell out, man. What nation in this world today? Let's go to any nation. Let's go to the Arabs. Let's go to the Chinese, man. Let's go to the African, man. What goddamn nation in this world that put the woman above them? As a man, That's out of order. That's naturally out of order. If you had no spiritual connection, if you had no type of so-called religious connection, and you could look at society and you look at common sense, it never made sense for a woman to be over a man. That's just natural order. That goes against nature, man. Shit, like Apostle Ramla said, man. Uh, he was making a point dealing with the trees, man. Like last summer, there was so much pollen floating around, bro. Like I could not even, I was messed up, man, sneezing, all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? To the point that close to the mid of summer, I got so used to it, I wasn't even sneezing and stuff no more. But the point is that it was so much pollen floating around, and Apostle Ramla made a point that you got male trees and you got female trees. And the devil that's in rulership today, what does he do? He cut down these trees. But not only is he cutting down trees, he's cutting down all the male trees, right? So, but what he's doing is that Salaki, he's cutting down the trees, but he's cloning the male trees. This devil is cloning male trees and he's planting them in different places. So he's he's cutting down the women trees, the female trees, and he's planting more male trees than female trees. And so because of that, you had so much pollen flying around in the summer because the female trees couldn't catch all the pollen because there was too many male trees, and pollen is like sperm, like a seed, you know? And the female trees couldn't catch all the pollen, man. That's why it was so much pollen floating around. And when you think about it, you like, damn, this man is a devil, man. Why? Because the point is that he's trying to do away with the male figure. He's trying to do it with this austere concept, because the austere concept, the alpha male, is attached to the scriptures. He's attached to the law, statutes, commandments, because we walk a certain way. We uphold ourselves a certain way. We judge our households. Okay, we judge accordingly. We run our households the way they're supposed to be ran. Our women are in order. Our children are in order. Okay, even if you're dealing with a damn demon, man. Okay, it's still order in the house. Okay, she's not walking over you. Okay, so many have gone out there, run out their wits for women, man. You know, hey, real quick. Matter of fact, get this preset real quick. And Jeremiah says, Jeremiah 31, because there's another one I want, second Ezra, but let's get this real quick. Jeremiah 31 and 22, it says, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter, dealing with Israel? For the Yahweh Bashem Yahushua have created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Okay, on the grand scheme of things, and that's when you really think about it. That's really what happened. Now women have compassed the man, surpassed the authority of a male, have surpassed the man. Okay, in the household, you got women talking about they're independent. You know, bragging about they are the father and the mother. Okay. Shit, my grandfather, you know what I'm saying, wasn't in my mom's and them. He was there, but they got a divorce, my grandfather and my grandmother. So it was mainly my grandmother raising them. She talking about, yeah, my mom was the father and the mother. You see? But now, since that's the case, the woman got the nigga mindset, like a man's mindset. You know, so now she's, since she's more masculine than these men out here, man. And these men, that you ever notice that if you look at a Mo and a man that's trying to be a woman, he gotta be extra. He gotta do extra shit that women don't always necessarily do. Turn his neck all hard and be all loud and shit. You know? That's not by coincidence, man. That's by design. No. Let's go back. Let's go to Isaiah real quick. Isaiah chapter 3 and 12. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee, cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. And now our paths are destroyed. So I got the Urban Dictionary of a beta male. It says a beta male is a man who lacks masculine energy and adopts feminine characteristics, often faces problems or confrontations passive aggressively. And we just read what that word passive was. A beta male is often taken advantage due to his nice guy persona. Yeah, man. And that's a beta male for you, man. And that we call those simps, because that's what they are, they're simps, man. And it's time, look, man. The Lord ain't dealing with simps, man. The Lord not dealing with these effeminate, emotional beta male. Because how the hell a beta man gonna protect you when Jacob's trouble is in effect, when martial law is in effect, when you're forced, when the hour of temptation is fully in effect? Because it could be man. This is the year, man. This is the year. All over the world, you've seen it. Right now, Biden just issued a couple more mandates dealing with this Beetlejuice, man. That's why the scriptures say that these women are going to be seeking men that have the truth, because those are the alpha males that's going to be able to lead them and protect them, because they got the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the heavens, man, which makes them austere. There's no question about it. You're not going to question us. If I say, look, man, go here, man, the spirit is because the spirit is dealing, because I have an alpha persona. So I have a different way of thinking than the whole world. So my directions and my teachings are more direct. My directions and my teachings are profound, because I come with authority. And it's not of our authority, it's of the authority of the heavens. You understand? So look, when you go to 2nd Esdras, it says, these are just examples of better males and why our people are better men. When you go to 2nd Esdras, chapter 10, let's go straight to the point. It says, for thou seest that our sanctuary is laid waste, in 21, our altar broken down, our temple destroyed. It says, our psaltery is laid on the ground, our song is put into silence. It says, our rejoicing is at an end. The light of our candlestick is put out. The ark of our covenant is spoiled. Our holy things are defiled, and the name that is called upon us is almost profane. Our children are put to shame. Our priests are burnt. Our Levites are gone into captivity. Our virgins are defiled, and our wives ravished, meaning, I'm not going to say the word for the sake of the video, because they taking all our videos down. It says you just got to look up that word ravish to see what it means. Okay. Our righteous men carried away, our little ones destroyed, our young men are brought in bondage, and our strong men are become weak. You see? So now our men have become beta men. They become weak, because they're not attached to the holy things. It tell you up there at the top of verse 22, our rejoicing is at an end. So it tells you in Lamentations 4:17, it says, we look for a nation that cannot save us. That's a beta man. A beta man is going to look for another man a beta man is going to look for another man outside of his nation to save. That's what these men do. They look to Esau to raise their family, man. They look to Esau to come save the day, instead of looking to the one who put us in this position in the first place, which is Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So he's put in this position so we could be proper judges, and a proper judge is an alpha man, an alpha male. When he's up there at the podium, whatever you call it, he's sitting there and he's listening to both sides, and he's judging the matter accordingly. No emotions attached, no feelings attached. Okay? Strictly accordingly to what makes sense. And the scriptures tell you, I forgot where it's at, but brother can post it, on the comment board. Roughly paraphrasing, it says, if you want to, roughly, brothers know what I'm talking about. I think it's in Matthew, dealing with like if you want to, basically attack the household, you got to go for the strongest man first, or attack a nation or whatever, man, what have you. You go for the biggest and strongest man first. That's what they did when they brought us over here to the Western Hemisphere. Okay, the Southern Kingdom and the Northern Kingdom, they did this too, right? They buck-breaked our men. They went for the strongest man, broke him down in front of everybody, and made him effeminate, man. Made him soft. Took his children in front of him and his wife while he watched. You see? And this little effect this big effect trickled on down to the generation that you see walking the earth now, and these little Martians around here, like apostle, not apostle, but like Elder Yashawan would call it, these Muppet babies, you know, walking around here with this mindset, man. This is the product of Esau. Jake is a literal a product of the so-called, I'm gonna just say Esau's mind. They are literally walking results of Esau's mind and what he's achieving, you know? And because Esau's a beta male, man. His woman rules over him, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 7. You know, we just get two more on beta males, and we're gonna go into the alpha male, because this is the whole point, man. We gotta be like Yahweh Shai. Jeremiah 7 and 8. Behold, you trust in lying words that cannot profit. Damn, is this what I wanted? No, let's jump down 18. It says, the children gather wood and the fathers kindle the fire, and the women need their dough to make cakes to the queen of heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger. You see, and this is our men turning away from the Father and serving the queen of heaven, man. Serving Semiramis, which is Nimrod's mother. That's where you get the whole concept of the Mary and the son worship from. Okay, in the Catholicism doctrine. You know, and all the nations adopted this. Egyptians, the Babylonians, because it all comes from Semiramis and Nimrod. Okay. It says though that was that God, because it's all the same God, but that was that main God that was set up after the flood. When you let's stay in Jeremiah. Let's Jeremiah 44. Let's get 16 real quick. Now this is the same thing dealing with the Queen of Heaven. It says, as for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we will not hearken unto thee. So they literally blatantly saying, man, we're not gonna listen to the Lord, man. You see? It says, but we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, you see, our kings and our princes, in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. For then had we plenty of victuals, and were well, and saw no evil. So the men of our nation completely took us away from our power, man. You know, and at the end of the day, they all had to suffer, you know. And it's just like the bro made a beautiful point at camp. Jake, it was a situation where Jake killed his mom for like 100,000 or something, right? So he'll kill his mom for 100,000, right? But then he only did that so he can floss with it. But he didn't take the 100,000 and flip it, and now he got crazy passive income coming in, different streams of revenue coming from different businesses because he flipped 100,000. No, this nigga is gonna be a nigga void of light, and he's gonna go to the club, or he's gonna go wherever, what have you, and he's gonna blow that 100,000. Now you got a dead mind. Now you committed murder. You killed your mother, and you about to go to jail. You about to get life, and you don't even got the 100,000 no more. We rather suffer with our people than to live in pleasure for a moment, as the scriptures say. That's how our forefathers thought. That's how Moses thought. That's how Abraham thought. That's how all the men of the Lord, because they walked with what? They were alpha males, man. They're not compromising, man. They rather face death than eat a goddamn pork sandwich, man. It says, but since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things that have been consumed by the sword and by the famine. So you know what's consequences, because the Lord said when you vow a vow, you have to pay it forward. We all was under the cloud. We all knew what the consequences was. We all agreed to the covenant. We all agreed to uphold to the covenant, which is why we started to circumcise our children. That was a stamp of us agreeing to this covenant with the Father of spirits. So with that, we knew it was gonna come destruction if we disobeyed the things and the ordinance that the Lord has set up. That's why it says they're consumed by the sword and by the famine. It says that when we burn incense to the Queen of Heaven and poured out drink offerings unto her, did we make her cakes to worship her and pour out drink offerings unto her without our men? You see, it says, then Jeremiah said unto all the people, to the men and to the women and to all the people which had given him that answer, saying, the incense that ye burn in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Yerushalayim, yea, and your fathers, your kings, and your princes, and the people of the land did not Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua remember them, and came it not into his mind. So the Lord got then the Lord say he will mock when your fear cometh, man. The Lord got you man. He got, not only do he got Esau Edom, your daddy, in a trick bag. He got Jake out here in the trick bag, man. You know, because they follow after the ways of Esau, man. They tell you that in Jeremiah 5, that their deeds surpass the deeds of the wicked. They do wickedly more wicked than the wicked, man. It says, so that the Lord could no longer bear. So the Lord had turned his face from our power. So that's why a lot of our men have become beta males. They don't even know how to properly run their households, man. And what I mean by that is, if he's not teaching his household the ways of the Lord, he's not a real man. He's not a proper man. He's not a man according to the eyes and the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. We want to get that. We're going to get what a true alpha male is. Okay, we're going to touch on a few scriptures because, some of you already 27 minutes in. But the point is that it is what it is. It says that the Lord can no longer bear, so the Lord turned his face from us, his power. So, we have to have a mediator. We have to have Yahweh Shai connect us back to our power because of the evil of your doings and because of the abominations which ye have committed. Therefore is your land a desolation and an astonishment and a curse without inhabitant as at this day, because ye have burned incense and because ye have sinned against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and have not obeyed the voice of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, nor walked in his law. You see? So because they didn't walk in the law, now they worship what? The Queen of Heaven. So now they're beta males. They're simpletons. They're passive. They're not a judge. Because if they were judges, they would have condemned, like Yahweh Shai when he walked into the temple and he started whipping all them, he started whipping everybody because they was gambling, making the house of the Lord out of house of merchandise. He started whipping them. Literally, he started taking the little, I forgot what it's called, but he started using it and whipping them, man, flipping over tables. Because why? He's an alpha male. He's going to judge the situation. Hey, is it off, bro? Hey, bro. Hey, you got to chill that out, man. You got to chill that out, bro. You going off, man. You bugging, man. So in Israel, they say, we come with, we hate our brother. No, we love, the scriptures say, if you love your brother, you got to rebuke him, man. We rebuke out of love, because why? We're being trained as proper judges. It said, obey the voice of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, nor walked in his law, nor in his statutes, nor in his testimonies, which is the spirit of prophecy. Therefore, this evil has happened unto you as at this day. Moreover, Jeremiah said unto all the people. See, so he's an alpha male. He's looking at this shit like, yo. And to all the women, hear the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, all Judah that are in the land of Egypt. Thus said Yahweh of armies, the power of Israel, saying, ye and your wives have both spoken with your mouths, and fulfilled with your hands, saying, we will surely perform our vows that we have vowed to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her. Yea, will surely accomplish your vows, and surely perform your vows. That means they was dedicated, fully committed to disobeying the Lord, man. Therefore, hear ye the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, all Judah, Yahweh, that dwelled in the land of Egypt. Behold, I have sworn by great men, sworn by my great name, said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, that my name shall no more be named in the mouth of any man of Judah and all the land of Egypt, saying, the Lord power liveth. You see that? Behold, I will watch over them for their evil, for evil and not for good. And all the men of Judah that are in the land of Egypt shall be consumed by the sword and by the famine until there be an end of them. So because of that, this, like it says in Isaiah 5:13, hell has enlarged ourselves. Our condition, this concept, this curse have got greater to the point that we got stripped from our heritage. We don't even know who we are anymore. And you walk around and men, they put on this persona like they're tough. This one bro I know I work with, he told me that, man. He said the dude so gangster that if you tell a joke around him, he don't even smile. He just got the stale face on. He said, huh. He'll do something like that. He said, but out of nowhere, he said he was messing with this chick, and something happened with the chick, and to the point that, man, he started blowing her. He started posting subliminal, whatever he said. He started going on social media crying. He said he literally made videos of him crying on social media, talking about why you do this to me, why you did that and third. Because this nigga's a simpleton, man. He's a gangster, but he on social media crying because the woman broke his heart, man. A beta male, man. So it says an alpha male.
Alpha male.
The dominant male animal in a particular group, right? Because we all carry some form of an animalistic, if that's the word for ability. You know what I'm saying? That's, because we, the Most High created us, to dominate and to rule over the things of the world. So the things of the world has a nature, but he gave us a higher frequency. We communicate a different way. We do things differently. But it says a man tending to assume a dominant or domineering role in social or professional situations. So hold on. So now it's the same definition, just the proper way, because it's an alpha male. And in the same concept or context, dealing with social or professional situations. So let's get the Urban Dictionary. It says the early version of a male. It says the early version of a male before testing and a bug fixes. It says unstable and not suitable for the public. But the point is that it's not suitable for the public. So if you look at it from the spiritual point or the scriptural point of view, we're not suitable for the public. We're not suitable for the public, man. We're we man, the public hate us, man. We're too much for the public, because the whole vibration of this kingdom is to what? To worship the woman. They set up abortion clinics, and they set up all these different things, these different avenues, these WIC programs, and these different, what is it called, man? God damn, these stamps and these government assistance. It's all set up for the women, man. You take the male out the household, so now he can't be a true alpha male. He can't run his household, which is the curse of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54. And then you go to verse 56. Now the woman, is not a keeper at home. Her foot is not set on the soles. She's out there wandering, man, in the streets. They said, look at the example they gave. That guy is a total alpha male. Better not invite him over. And then they said that to Yahweh Shai. I fear thee, Lord, because thou was an austere man. Let's get this real quick. Let's make this quick. This is it's straight to the point. Psalms. Let's matter of fact, let's start at chapter 1. We're gonna start at the verse 1. Let's read through this. Psalms 1:1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. So a beta male is an ungodly man. It says, and you have beta males in Israel. It'll tell you that in Romans 9, not all Israel is Israel, because they're simpletons. They're emotional. They see us, the men under the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. They see us as attacking them, attacking their character. Think everything is personal. That's a beta male. That's a woman, man. What the hell are you talking about, bro? No, we love the brothers because we correct them. We don't want, like the scriptures say, we don't want Israel to die, man. You know, there's no pleasure in Israel dying, man. We're going to give credit when credit is due, and we're going to rebuke when rebuke is needed. Rebuke before all, so that others that see may fear it. So blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, meaning the opinions and, you know, the exhortations that these ungodly men try to install in your mind, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But what? But his delight is in the law of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And in his law doeth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. You see, that's an alpha male. The example they give here, it says two alpha males constantly competing to be the best, because an alpha male understands that I have to work hard in order to provide. I have to work hard, and I have to do certain things to get the results that I'm looking for. That's why the Lord told you. The Lord tell you that even with prayer. He said, when you pray, know what you're praying for. You know, he said, don't use much babbling. You don't use much words. Okay. Don't use vain repetition. That's what the wicked scribes and Pharisees did, man. Know what you're praying for. Be direct. Be straight to the point. You know, the Lord told you that, man. We're competing to be the best, man. And what's the best in Israel? The elect of God, pursuant to Galatians, I think that's chapter 6, if I'm not mistaken. The elect of God. Chapter 5 or 6, one of them. The elect of God, man. So we're competing to be the elect of God. The 144,000 and the rest of the large multitude. That's what we're competing for. That's what you want. You want to be the first fruit that's responsible. Think about it. You're going to reign with Yahweh for 1,000 years. You're going to see the nations building up this wicked ass place. I can't stand this system. I can't stand it. I hate it every single day. Every single day we go by, I get nauseous. I get weak in terms of being able to fathom this place being still existing, man. And that's what's happening to the men of the Lord. And as we continue to be in this place, we're vexed, and we're more vexed. So you will want to see the people that's vexing you be in servitude to the Lord, building this place back up, man. And being the first fruit to righteousness being established back on the earth. That's what I desire. That's what I want to see. I want to see the wicked go down, and I want to see I want to see it being built back up. I want to see that. I want to be a part of that. I don't, you know, it's all Israel, you know what I'm saying, gonna be there. But no, I want to be, you know, responsible. I want to be a first fruit. I want to be the ones that repopulated the earth and brought righteousness through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai into the earth. That's an honor, man. That's a gift. That's a pleasure. You're near unto the Lord, man. Literally, man. That's what we desire, man. Because you got simple Jake say, see, if all Israel going to be born back into the kingdom, well, I could just... No, bro. No, bro. You thinking like that, you probably are a 2/3, man. So whatever we do, we shall prosper. It says the ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away, that just blows all over the place. Therefore, the ungodly shall not stand in judgment. There you go. So it's all making sense, because a beta male don't judge. He can't judge. He don't know how to judge. So he's ungodly. Therefore, the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. Because the righteous are judges of the earth, which is all Israel. But at the end of the day, the Lord has set it up where you have the elect of God, and you have, because all Israel is considered the elect, but you have the elect of God, which are the elect of the elect, which are the 144,000 and a large multitude of men, women, and children that the Lord will have mercy on. But you have the 144,000. You have a judgment. Judges set up, the house of David. that was with him in that time, and that's here now. That's establishing order on the earth now through the Spirit. Because remember, and that's another cut, because Esau's carnal, the father is spirit, and he's setting up a spiritual kingdom, one that can't be destroyed. The spirit can never be destroyed. It's pure energy. And the Lord is doing that now. He's setting up everything spiritually so that it's going to manifest itself physically. And he allowed the physical man to reign now so that, that he's put down spiritually because he can't comprehend the things of the spirit. It says, that's what the birthright is about. He's trying to receive a birthright. He's trying to live forever. He's trying to live, have that immortal concept to his being, man. It says, for the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish, man. Let's get 1 Corinthians. Let's hit these quick. 1 Corinthians 13:11. It says, when I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things, meaning I know how to properly judge the situation I'm in. That is an alpha male. I dominate. I'm going to dominate my household. I'm going to dominate my workplace, so that I can provide properly for my household. I'm going to dominate in terms of being a man of the Lord so that I can properly teach his sheep, so that I can properly do what the Lord is requiring of us to do. That's what I'm going to do, because now I'm a man. And when do you properly become a man? At the age of 12. It tell you that all through the scriptures. Okay? It tell you that in the Apocrypha. I've done lessons on that. I ain't brought it out in a minute, but it tell you that you become a man at 12. But I'm gonna just get the one with dealing with Yahweh Shai in Luke chapter 2. Let's get 42, and we jump down to the point. It says, and when he was 12 years old, they went up to Jerusalem after the custom of the feast. So when he was 12 years old, they went to Jerusalem. That was the custom. If you lived outside of the city, you would go back to the city to keep the high holy days. Here, this high holy day is Passover, and Passover is held during the spring. Okay, Yahweh Shai, our Lord, was born in the spring. I did a lesson on that, the Janus lesson. Because what's synonymous about it is that lambs are born in the spring, and Yahweh Shai is the lamb. He was the lamb of sacrifice for the nation of Israel. He's born in everything. The Lord does everything beautifully, man. It says, matter of fact, let's jump down. Let's jump down to verse 48. It says, and when they saw him, because he went off, from the kinfolk, as it says, and it says that right there in 44, among their kinsfolk. So he walked away from the congregation, okay, and Mary, okay, is worried. Joseph is worried. And they're looking for Yahweh Shai. I believe it's 3 days, right? Yeah, it says that in 46. 3 days then went past, and they went, they're trying to find. So it says, 46, it came to pass that after 3 days, they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the doctors, both hearing them and asking them questions. These are the leaders, okay? Not a physician like a doctor today, but this is one who understands, okay? To a certain degree, okay? It says, and all that heard him were astonished at his understanding and answers. And when they saw him, they were amazed. And his mother said unto him, Son, why hast thou thus dwelt with us? Behold, thy father and I have sought thee sorrowing. What did the Lord say to her? And he said unto them, How is it that ye saw me? Was ye not that I must be about my father's business? This man is 12 years old, man, because he's a man now. He know how to properly judge things, man. Because now he's held accountable, the age of accountability. Okay, now he must go out there and teach. The increase in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. This is an alpha male. He's telling his mom, like, what you looking for me for, man? Don't you know I'm about my father's business? It's work to be done, man. That's an alpha male. Meaning what? There is work to be done. When you go to Luke 19, it tells you in 28, because I was thinking of it, but it says when I quoted it earlier, damn, this is what I want. 21, it's like it. It is not down, and reapers that thou didst not austere. Let's see what they say. Because you know Esau got to do everything different, man.
Austere.
It says severe or strict in manner, attitude, or appearance. You see? It says having an extremely plain and simple style or appearance. Wow. Having an extremely plain and simple style. And the Lord told the simplicity of the scriptures. Love righteousness. Like Apostle Tahar said, this truth is simple. Love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth. Think of the Lord with a good heart. That's your mind. Lob. And in simplicity of heart, seek him. This thing is simple, but Jake complicate things. Like Watchmen for Israel, they did a 5-hour lesson trying to show why the lunar Sabbath was not the proper Sabbath. You see? A 5-hour lesson, man. That's complicating this, man. We must lean to be all-stir men. And now we understand that the Lord set up judges. Matter of fact, you could get that. Well, I just get this for time's sake. Matthew 19:28. It says, verily, verily, or verily, I mean truly, I say unto you that ye which have followed me. See, the alpha males, the true alpha males, not an alpha male in the world, because there's no such thing as an alpha male in the world, because they don't walk after the ways of the Lord. Only truly when you walk after the ways of the Lord, how about Shem Yahushai, are you an alpha male? It says, verily I say unto you that ye which have followed me, meaning that you're following the Messiah through each generation, because you were with the Messiah in the heavens, creating the things that the Lord, he gave the Messiah, he gave the Father Yahweh gave Yahushai, our Lord and Savior, the blueprint and the angels, the elect angels, to create the things that you see here today. It told you that he created these things for him and by him. And it pleased the Father for allowing him to do these things, because this is a gift. He gave this to the our big bro, Yahushai. So it says that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So now the elect are set back as proper judges. They know how to properly judge the bad and the good. The bad, the nations are still going to be doing certain things, man, because they're not going to have the concept of the bodies that the Lord has promised Israel. They're not going to have that. They're going to have completely different frames, man, because the whole point was to make us separate, holy. He said, I have severed. I mean, you sever something, you cut it off, and it's a half. He said, I have cut you off from the nations. You're different. You're special. You're peculiar. When you go to 1 Corinthians 16 and 13, it says, watch ye, stand fast in the faith. Quit you like men. Be strong. We must be strong, because a time like never before, pursuing to Jeremiah 30:7. You know, it's going, man, Daniel, you know what I'm saying? You know, all these different books. Yo, a time like never before is facing us, man. But ye should be saved out of it. The alpha males will be saved out of it, man, because they're not going to faint. He said, matter of fact, the scriptures tell you that. Woe to them, meaning destruction, death. Woe to them that are faint heart. Woe to them that are, that's in Sirach chapter 2. Woe to them that don't believe. Woe to them that are weak. The scriptures tell you in 2nd Esdras to what? Put off the weak nature. It says, get your house in order, man. Get your house in order. That's your physical house, like your house you're dwelling, and your spiritual tabernacle, your spiritual temple, the body you dwell in. Get your house in order and put off the weak nature. Always crying and shit. People are offended by me talking like that. And that's why we always got to soften it up and say, excuse my German, excuse my French, because you got beta males that watch, man. They're offended. The men of the Lord wouldn't talk. Well, you proved to me wrong. Because you know why? Because the Lord said it. He's austere. And what is austere? Severe or strict in manner, attitude, appearance, man. I remember one of the brothers, when he was new to the camp a couple years ago, he said, you always got that serious look, bro. Even though I'm a goofy guy, I'm chill. I'm laid back, I'm chill, whatever. But I like to laugh and stuff, but I was serious, because while we was at, I'm focused. I'm on my way. I'm walking towards the camp. Like, you serious, brother? Whatever he said. But why? Because I'm mean business. I'm at work now. This is my business. This is the family business that was inherited and given to us. So we must do the work. So that thieves won't come in and try to rob us. Matter of fact, let's go to this verse. Let's go to this verse right here. Let's go to this verse in 1 Corinthians 16. Let's see what that say, because it's this word I want to get, man. It's quit. What's that? 16, 13. Let's get that real quick. See what the blue letters say. Because it said, quit ye like men, or something like that. Did it click the wrong one? Come on, man. Should be bugging. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 16 and 13 again. Watch ye, stand fast in the faith. Quit you like men. Be strong. Right. Lord, the scriptures say, we adore hardness as a good soldier for Hamashiach, man. So, quit. Matter of fact, I went too fast. Let's go back a little bit, It says, right?
Strong's G 407. Andridzamai. Andridzamai.
Right? In the Greek, quit you like men. Let's go into it. It says to make a man of or make brave. Right. So it says to show oneself a man. So a man shows himself to be brave, not be passive and not judge the matter, because that's not brave. You see something wrong, you don't say nothing. That's not brave, because you're worried about the opinion of others. Now you're a man pleaser. Look at what it says down here. Strong's definition: to act manly. Quit like men. Let's go into this root word. What does it say?
Strong's G 435. Aner.
Of a male, of a husband. So not only can a beta male not be a true husband, he can't not only can he be a male, a true man, what it means to be a man, but according to the law, statute, commandments, but he can't even be a true husband, is what I meant to say. You see that? When you quit yourself like a man, you're a husband. Isn't Yahweh Shai a husband? Isn't the Father a husband? Aren't we husband? Don't we have wives? Or future husband? You see? Look what it says right here. It says, with reference to age and to distinguish an adult man from a boy. We read it. When I was a child, I put away childish things. But now I'm a man, I speak as a man. I walk after the Father, and that's what the Lord did. When we became a man at the age of 12, we speak according to the ways of the Lord. It says a man, properly as an individual man, fellow husband, man, sir. So now we are proper males. We're proper men. We're true men of the Lord. We're a true man. We're true princes. Okay? Because when you go to 1 Corinthians chapter 14, and what's that, 35? It says, And if they would learn anything, right? Talking about let's start at 34 for the context. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded. Now you got simpletons. Now you got women hosting Bible classes. You got women at the podium teaching. My little brother got killed, right? In last July, right? And what happened? We go to his funeral. The main pastor is a woman. Like, goddamn, sit your ass down, man, and just learn, man. Be quiet. See, the women gotta be the men, and the men gotta be the women. This is the world we live in. Isaiah tell you that what the turning of thing was that I-29, Isaiah 29, I believe, turning things upside down. But the Lord told us He's gonna turn it right side up, according to 2 Esdras 4. So it says, "Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience." Not what, not suggested, not opinionated. Commanded to be under obedience. So can a woman truly be obedient under a beta male? No. That's why this shit is so fucked up. Again, excuse my Swahili. As also said the law. That's in the law, man. Do you think the law is done away with? No, man. The law is established by the heavens. The Lord told us on earth as it is in heaven. It's more spiritual and towards the faith now. But by the faith, we establish the law. You see? So that's why we keep the law to the best of our abilities, which makes it, well, we're not saved by the law. But when you go into the deeper context and in the grand scheme of things, the law is nothing but the wisdom of the Lord. The law, statutes, commandments is our wisdom, according to Deuteronomy 4. You know? So that's why, but we know we can't keep it perfectly, because no matter what we do, how bad we try, how much we think we keeping it, our clothes and our even our food takes us out of keeping the law properly. You know? The toothpaste and these people, brothers, and using the water we drink, you know, we can't properly keep the laws like we should. So we're justified by faith. We're saved through grace and mercy, and we're saved through faith and belief, through the Spirit. Because the law is in our mind, it's going to be in our mind, and that's what we're issuing to, being transitioned into. Okay, and going into the kingdom of heaven, pursuant to Isaiah chapter 2 of that new covenant, Jeremiah 31, of it being in our inward parts, in our mind. So we're not going to have to teach and break down the Bible. It's going to be 100% in our mind. We're not going to have to go on the highways and hedges. It's going to be 100% in our mind. We go on the highways and hedges, not for the nations. Well, we know we prophesied to the nations, but because Israel scattered to the nations. We're doing it to seal the elect. It says, and if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home. For it is a shame for a woman to speak in the church. The point is that let them ask their husbands at home, because he's the alpha male, and because he's teaching her. That's why it says if she would learn anything, let her ask her husband, because he's moving in what? The vibration of the Lord, like we read in Matthew 19 and 28. The ones that's following the Lord in every incarnation. Upholding the ways of the Lord, now he can properly what? Run his household. 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 8. But if any provide not for his own, especially for those of his own house, he have denied the faith and is worse than an infidel. He's worse than an unbeliever. It's a must and it's a command that we provide for our house, and we teach our house. And we run it accordingly to, and we run it according to the heavens. We award it, meaning what? We run our households according to the knowledge of the Lord, which is the law, statutes, commandments. It's the wisdom. It's, you know, it's that breath, that raha, right? So Lord willing, is edifying, man. Okay. I didn't want this to go an hour, but it is what it is. We got to stop being simpletons out here and be alpha men, not beta men. Austere. Aren't we supposed to be walking in the ways of our Lord? Everybody's so goddamn effeminate, man. We're supposed to love everybody with this Joel Osteen spirit, man. skipping through flowers and shit. What you pick one of the flowers up and you pick one you put one of the flowers in the corner of your hair, and it's over your ear. That's how Jake act, man. Lord willing, edifying. I want to give all honor and glory again to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, teach well until this very day, being a great example to the younger brothers in the truth and the faith. Strong shalom to the hopeful elect. May your houses be blessed. Continue to endure. They're going to come down on us very, very soon. May the Lord have mercy. Until next time, brother.